Hey friend, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on a very special review for you, it's Nawt A Cawp Revisited. Nawt A Cawp is the latest East Coast IPA from Griffin Claw Brewing Company in Birmingham, Michigan. It ranks in at an even 7% ABV. So you may be thinking, hey, you already did this one before. Well, you're right. But viewer Brandon Hamilton let me know that Griffin Claw revised the formula. This is officially version 4.0, and they state that they made a lot of changes and that this Nawt A Cawp is the best one yet. Let me roll a little footage of my original review right here. Okay. Has a little bit of a hoppy taste to it, a little bit of a bitterness, but it's really balanced and even. It's got a sweetness to it, kind of like a little bit of a mango-y kind of sweetness to it. Really balanced, and it's actually really good. I'm really liking this. Who was that young, handsome man? Today I'm going to open up this new can and possibly give a revised review. If you want to check out the old review in its entirety, you can find out all about my first impressions, all the details, etc., etc. I'm going to have it linked up in the corner. In the meantime, let's open this one up and we'll start anew. We'll start from a clean slate, pretend like the first one never happened, and we'll taste this one. I'm just going to pour it into a pint glass. This one was packaged. It's a little hard to see it because it's kind of this, as you can see, this label's like a fingerprint. It's got black and white. Looks like it was packaged on October 10th, 2017, 10/10/17, which was just a mere, couple weeks ago. Let's crack this open and give it a whiff. I'm kind of getting just a little bit of a dank smell out of it. Not a lot of fruit character or anything, which you would kind of expect from an East Coast / New England IPA. I think this one was kind of their first try at a New England IPA. I'm pretty sure they have Norm's New England IPA or something right now on tap. But pouring this, it's got a nice light color. It's got a nice, probably about 2 fingers worth of head, nicely compacted white head. It is very hazy. It's like a really light, pale yellow. Right around the edges, it's more pale yellow. In the center here, it's a little darker. Holding it up to the light here, it's hazy. It's totally opaque. There's no transparency whatsoever. And let's give it a better smell here from the glass. I kind of pick up on a faint citrus. I can't tell what it is, just kind of citrus in general. Has, like I said, a little bit of a dank scent to it. Let's give it a taste here. Okay, so the taste. Very light body. It's not heavy at all. The taste is a really subdued, it's citrus, but I can't pick up what particular brand of citrus it is. There's hints of grapefruit, maybe a little bit of passion fruit. I'm going to be, as usual, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm not picking up on much citrus at all in the taste. I'm kind of grasping at straws to say maybe a little bit of a grapefruit, a little passion fruit maybe, and a tiny, tiny, like just hint of pineapple at the very most. I'm picking up on little hoppy bitterness at the end. But again, I'm not overly enthusiastic about the taste of this. It honestly, I don't find it having a whole lot of taste. The bitterness is a little, I'm picking up on that a little bit. I'm picking up on that fruit a little bit. It's not unpleasant. It's not a bad taste. It's just, there's not a lot of it. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the bitterness at the end, but it's a really light, subdued kind of bitterness. The aftertaste is kind of just, the bitterness kind of hits a little bit harder, but I'm not picking up on much. The bitterness, okay, the bitterness kind of seems like it's a little bit more as I drink more, but it makes me feel kind of bad because I really love Griffin Claw's stuff. For the most part, I've really enjoyed it. I love their tap room. The brewery's really cool to visit, but this just, I feel like it's missing the mark. This is supposed to be a more revised version of it. I actually picked this up in a 4-pack at the tap room, and again, this was packaged on 10/10/2017, which was just a few weeks ago. So, they put out the call saying, hey, 4.0 is going to be in the tap room. You can come pick it up. And I picked it up after that. I'm convinced this has to be 4.0, but it's almost like it's a step back from the initial offering that I had a few months back in the review that you can watch. All right, friends, that is Nawt A Cawp Revisited. I know that breweries go through these kind of evolutionary steps with their beer all the time, but that kind of raises the question in my mind. If you're not satisfied with it, why are you canning and distributing it? I understand that money's been spent to get this stuff ready, but if you don't like it, you're going to be updating it multiple times. Why not just keep that in the tap room as a tap room exclusive or an experimental session beer or something like that? I feel like all you're really doing is kind of setting up possible customers for a bad impression. And with so many choices out there, if someone doesn't like what you have, they can easily move on to the next place. You only get one first impression, so why not make it the best one that you can? That's my take on it, at least. Again, I feel like this is kind of a step back from the initial version that I have. If you have any other thoughts or different thoughts on it, or if you agree, leave me a comment below and we can maybe get a dialogue started. And while you're down there, why not like and subscribe and share this video with some friends? Don't keep all this beery goodness to yourself. That's selfish. Don't be selfish. Share with the class. You can also find links to my social media like my Facebook and my Instagram and my Twitter account. I'm starting to put a lot more polls on my Twitter account because I pick up so much beer from week to week. It's hard for me sometimes to prioritize what you guys would like to see next. So leave me some comments there, leave me some feedback, and I'll see what I can do. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. And remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries, and don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.